today, trying out the GLS approach down to runway 25 left. So it should be a very nice flight. We've got X-Enviro in as well, so we get some lovely weather and some lovely textures as we come in for the arrival today. So enjoy the flights, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments down below for any future flights you'd like to see, and don't forget to press the thumbs up. So we get inside the cockpit and we can get ready for our pre-flight procedures, ready to depart out on Dusseldorf for today. Right, so we're in 737-800 now. We've got the Honeywell MCP in as well, that reserve gauges also. As we can go in now and get our pre-flight procedure checklist done. So we've got the parking brake which is set and checked. We're on to our overhead now, get the battery on and guarded, standby power will be guarded and ground power will be on, which is set. Get the back and ground power in, our power lights all set and checked. Put the left pump in for the APU, which we can now go ahead and start, which is all set. We've got our logo position and we can keep the anti-collisions off for now, which are also set and checked. Emergency exit lights can be armed along with our no smoking and seatbelts, which can be set as well. We've got overhead now. Get the IRS mode selectors to nav, which are checked, so we'll just basically turn it on. Put that one back to line. Test our flaps, which are all set. We'll go and test the flight deck recorder. Flight recorder. Test our max speed warning test. We've got the stalls on RT electrics are up. So now as the IRSs are in, we can go to the FMC and get the route set up. So we'll go in and get the route in now, as we can see. So we'll get the IRS, so we're going from Echo Delta Delta Lima, which we'll go and get from the left GPS. We'll go in and put Frankfurt in, which is going to be Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. On for our departure, we're going to be leaving now on runway 05 right, and we are going to be taking the Col 4 Zulu, which is right here. From Col, we're then going to go down to the Tango 911, which will bring us down to Wallace. And for Wallace, we are going to be coming down into the Wallace 3 Golf, which is going to set us up for the GLS. So it will be the Wallace 3 Golf. As we come down, we are going to go in for the GLS, and the GLS that we have in is going to be the GLS Zulu. As we come in for 25 left. Next page, GLS Zulu 25 left, which is in, and we're going from Mike Tango Romeo, which is also in and set. So we'll go to the route now. So we're going to get our perf in now, so we've got 75.3, which we're coming out. We've got 7.6 on the fuel in and 5.8, so we take 1.8 reserves. Cost index coming out is going to be 63. We've got 210 in, so we will take just 210 as it is a short flight, say 39 minutes, which is also set. So coming out for 210 on 056 029. And the ice is going to be minus 22. Okay, so we'll execute that on. Steep descent, that's fine, we can intervene with that. So we're coming off on takeoff, take full takeoff, we're going to climb 1 as we come out onto a flaps 5. We've got 147, 148 and E2, which is going to be 156. We'll get the retards coming out today, so 33007. Okay, which is also set. And we've got the acceleration line at 1000 feet, which is okay for us. So we put in the speeds which are set, so 156 which can go in there, which is also set and checked. Leaving out on the runway heading of Dusseldorf is 052. So I want to just make sure we are going out on 05 right, which is fine. So 052, which is set 25 degrees of bank. 052 coming out as well. As we head on to our first fix, we get the VRRs in as well. So 052, which is set. Get the 1009, which is set. And 1009, which is also set. Coming down to a panel now, do our APU fire test. So the overheat detection, which is checked. Overheat detection, which is also there. Now we can go and test our cargo as well. So there's our cargo set and checked for us today. We're going to do the terrain, which we'll do in just a moment. So coming out now departure, we're going to be basically leaving out on 053. Once we are basically 6.4 from Dusseldorf, 6.2 from the other Dusseldorf VOR, we'll then take the right hand turn to the 098, which will take us to Barman, which will be Ban, and then we'll take the 163, which will be 1.6 away. So we'll go in and we'll get Dusseldorf, which is the 1115. Okay, so 1115, which is set. And we can also get the BAM or Barman, which is the 114. This one 0. And then leaving out from BAM, we're then going to head down to Col, which is going to be 108.8. Okay, so we'll leave Col in as well, and we're going to come down onto the 147. 15,000 feet, sorry, will be above once we get to Col, which should be good for us. So what we can do is we'll go back to our checklist. So we've got a transponder which is set to standby, which is set. And indicated airspeed, we've got 156V2 coming out on the 053. Going up for 210, need to be above 15,000 when just passing on our way down to Col. 210 can now be set on the altitude for the landing panel. And pressurization, we've got a elevation down in Frankfurt today, which is going to be at 364. So just leave it at 350, which is set. After that, we've got our initial altitude, which is set. We've got our yaw damper on, which is set and checked. Window heats can go on, which are confirmed. From there, we can get the trim air on, the PAXC, which can go to auto. We've got the isolation valve, which is open, and the bleed can come on now as we switch over the buses. So from there, we've got flight directors, which can now be set. LM and VNAV as required. We'll come out runway in 500 feet, LM will go in, and then once we trace our flaps, we'll get into VNAV. In terms of ref is 1009, which is checked. Also brake can go to RTO, which is set. Com radios, we've got all in. We've got Com for the 108.80. We've got BAM in, which is 11400. And we've got Dusseldorf, which is the 115.15. Even out on the 053 as we fly out. And then from the 053, then we're going to basically head down onto 163. So 163. Set. So after that we are now ready to go. So com radios are set, the doors can now be closed. Doors can be shut. And we are ready to go now. So coming out, basically going to taxi down Mike. Then once we hold past, we'll get down into the map 9 and make that right hand turn to line up from the 051. So what we'll do is we'll call the tug now, guys, and then we'll get ready to go. Okay, so tug now driving up, so we'll go to our before start checklist with auto throttle, which can be armed, which is checked. We get our left stepper and right pumps all on. We've got nothing in the centre, so we don't need them. Electric hydraulic pumps can now go on, which are set and checked. Anti-collision light can be checked. Parking brake is set, ground brake is removed, and the engine area is clear. So we're all ready for our engine start checklist. We've got the secondary display unit, which is engine. PAXC can now be turned off. And we're all ready to go and start today. So we're just going to reserve page we're ready. Which is set. Parking brakes in and terrain test quick.
Okay, All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Obstacle, obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Okay, 1009, which is set. Rain check is tested and set. You can hear the lovely rain as we come out. And we'll get the window wipers on once we do start to push back. So we'll wait until we start to taxi and then we'll get it set. So we put that rain in because it will basically stay there whilst it's raining, so we won't really see the dots too much, but to keep the effects on the windshield it would be great to have that there.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so go ahead and release the parking brake now.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Okay, so coming overhead now, we'll pack switch off and check. So we'll go for engine number 2, so let's start to both, and we can now start up to ground. So we've got our start valve, which is open. Just put back the throttle switch bar on the throttle gauge. So N2 is now increasing. You see oil pressure and temps come to life. 25% with jet fuel. Then we'll see how EGT exhaust gas temperature start to increase. Has come back now, so what we can do is we can put engine number 1 to ground. We can go over now, so the start valve is open. N2 is now increasing. All pressure temps will come to life again, 25% of injected fuel, and we'll see how exhaust gas temperature come to life.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and set the parking brake. Get it to go. I think the joystick's naked, so the trigger anyway, I think the trigger's done. So we'll just basically hold it, pull it back.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Okay, and we'll wait for him to disconnect. Okay, so he's dropping the stand, leave the brake off. This is not going to do no harm. So before taxi check, there's generators 1 and 2 which can go over, which are set. We can now go to the Gen 1 and the TR1 as well, which is also set. Wing anti-ice as required. Temperature is 19, so we'll go ahead and read that, which is also set and checked. PAXC can go back to auto. Isolation valve can go to auto. The engine bleeds can come on with debut bleed, which can go off now. We can tell the EPU, we can tell the type that he can now leave. From there, we can probe leads, which can go on now, which are also set and checked. Engine start switches can be continuous. Flaps as required, coming out for flaps 5. Blast out of Dusseldorf today.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
See you soon, bye-bye. So, let's make 2.8, which was 5.50. Okay, 5.50, which is also set and checked. Flight controls are set for takeoff. Put on our wind wipers as well. So we get them on full blast. The weather as well. If we can get anything. The display unit can go off now. Okay, which is set. And we're all ready to go. So the taxi lights can now go on, which are also set and checked. And we turn the lights as required, so we're all ready to go. So bring the control column over and then we can get ready to blast out. So as there's nothing coming up on the weather, we can certainly leave this rain on as we get ready to go. We're going to leave this rain in as it gives an effect on the windows, so if we did get a wind view we can see as we come up today. So what we can do is we can release the brake. powering up now to runway 05. So as you get the taxi charts up there. Okay, so you can see we're going to come out. We're going to basically take a left-hand turn. And we'll just back taxi back down. Try to do a sharpish
overhead bin and smaller items underneath the front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know.
Now it's come out from the Lima 4.
After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can see the seating. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Tell the FMC as well that it is rain down on the taxiway and the runway for us to depart.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 800 with service to Frankfurt. Our flight time will be roughly 39 minutes. Please note the cabin doors are now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
So we're going to select cam 3 on the LNAV, which is also set, so it's coming in a little. 733009 coming out. On our clouds we can see that we have broken 1,000.
When the seatbelt is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. Fasten these to the middle seat to one another and tight by pulling on the loose end of the strap. Release the seatbelt with the upper portion of the buckle. Please adjust the seatbelt fasten throughout the entire flight as you may unexpected. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then keep covered. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you to take to release it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the straps tight. Place the vest pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouth or manual inflation. Start the equipment and whistle in a light, secondary device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and give a warning. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seatbacks and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratory is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seatback in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight. Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
As we cross over now, we'll now line up before the runway. heavy. As we are very, very heavy now, max. So we're taking the runway and all of our takeoff today. So takeoff thrust is 98.7%. As we get ready to blast through the clouds, we'll just go ahead and put the brakes on. Okay. There we go, brakes are set. So we're going to our before takeoff checklist. We've got a parking brake which is set, fuel flow reset and rate. We've got the centre pumps which are off, de-ice is off and checked, cabin lights as required, flight instruments are also checked, 156 for V2, got the 053 coming out on the runway heading in on the right course, got 163 will be intercept from BAM VOR, ready to go down to Col. Got the VORs in as we said before, the 115.15 Dusseldorf. Underneath that we've got the 108.8 for Col, and then we've got the 114.00 for BAM, which is going to take us onto that 163 turn. So we're all set to go, auto brake is set. So only one thing left to do after that, we've got our takeoff data, nav equipment's checked, landing lights are on. So landing lights can now be set on as we are ready to go. So what we can do is, we can release the brake, okay, go up to 40%. Forward on the column, whoops, then stabilised and towed. Then head in as well. It's practically going to be coming out the runway head anyway. Let's speed 5. Check. Front roll. Ready for BAM, and then we'll go to that 163. So 250. set. Engine start switches can be turned off now, which are also set. Runway turn off lights can be turned off. And we've also got the cabin lights as required, and as we go into our climb out checklist, CMDA is engaged. It's also checked. Altimeter set to standard 299 and 210.3. Below 10,000 feet, 250 knots, which is also checked out. Passing 10,000, landing lights will go on. Fasten seatbelts on and centre pops as required, which will be on for us today. So just coming near to 10 degrees now, we can get the engine anti-ice on as we're ready to pass 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to use the fasten a small key if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and safe movie library. The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt down.
Okay, so passing 10,000 feet, go to acceleration speed now as we get ready to pass down, so we can switch over the view on it as we go into coal, track coal now 30 DL as we go out sort of 163, which is also set on head select. Once we leave out all coal, we can see the total table of the engine anti-ice, which is already on and checked, which is also set now as well as some W's as we climb up to flight level 210. So the QNHs are all over. As we make that climb out, we're going to now make a slight left turn onto the 162 and then we'll coal 146.
Meine Damen und Herren, der Kabinenbesatzung wurde zum eingestattet für die Vorbereitungen aufzustehen. Wir möchten bitten, die Anschnallzeichen zu beachten. Hier noch eine kurze Information zur Lage der Waschräume.
If you enjoyed the flight, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
If you flights down the comments about somebody said ready to come down to Runway 425 left as the GLS approach Frankfurt. So I'll see you guys when we get back ready to descend. Guys, welcome back to the flight deck as we are just getting ready now for our top descent. Ready to come down on that left hand turn for the 223. Now there's a few things that we can do to get set up. We're going to the GLS channel, which is going to be the 21570, which we can go and set in now. We get the VOR in for Frankfurt, so as we come down, basically going to come down from Romis, flight level 100, as we follow the 3 north all the way down to 122 to Frankfurt. We're then going to make a left turn to Mike Tango Romeo Metro 110.0. We'll then make a right hand turn, and we've taken out Wolf as we're going to come down for the GLS Zulu approach, so the NTR is our initial approach fix. Then we're going to take the Delta Foxtrot 388 to 389 and then make that right hand turn onto the 248. Ready to come down onto the runway 4,000 feet, we're going to set the glide slope and this approach point at decision altitude, so we've got 200 feet will be our this approach point, and 562 which will go on our barrel, so we've got 562. Okay, 562 is checked, going now onto that left hand turn onto the 223, which is set. Go get the GLS channel, which is 21570, and let's go and get the VORs as well. So we've got Frankfurt 114.2, which is set, and we've got Mike Tango Romeo on 111.00. Okay, which is set. Get the GLS channel in now, which is going to be 21570. 1570. Okay, which is set pre-on. 21570, which is set. Coming down as we follow down into Frankfurt, which will be the 122, and then we're going to head off towards 029. So 029, which is set. And as we come down to Mike Tango Romeo, we're going to make that right to the 149. 149, which is set. As we start our top of descent, just about ready to go down into our top of descent. Aircraft's going to throttle back, and then we're going to start to descend out for London Frankfurt 100. So here comes the top of descent now. As we start to slow down, so we go with the speed brakes. Get the METARs coming down into Frankfurt today. descend down onto the 248. Coming down on 3-degree glide path, we'll get our braking set up for us today. So we're coming in for 25 left, which is set. Winds as we set down in Frankfurt today. We are looking at 170 at 10. Okay, temperature is 17. QNH is 1011. Flaps 30. Everything else is fine. For our landed on our way is 4953, which is 0.4, which will be 72.6. Oops. Let's put that out. So 72.6, which is in 72.6, so looking around 161. Flaps 30, which will go in +5, be at 161, which is all set and checked. So it's coming onto that left hand turn now, passing 10,000 feet. Slow the aircraft down now, as we can now increase our speed just a little, which will then increase our descent rate as we come down. So speed brakes are still open as we roll round to Mike Tango Romeo. So seen as we have passed Frankfurt now, can go switch the GLS in. So we can see the GLS in, and for the channel it is coming down. We have got the Golf 25 Bravo, which is right there for the 029, which is also set in for the 029, which is set. As we pass through from Metro, we can put the 029 in now, ready for us to go. So 029, which is set. Passing through 9,000 as we keep on with that descent. So we're going to our descent checklist as we come down. We've got the ASUS, which is also set. Got auto brake for our arrival. We are coming in for any auto brake, which is fine. So that's all checked. As we're now making our way to Metro. So we can go and take auto brake number 2, passing through 8,003. Come down to our flaps up now. As we've got 4,000 we need to set. Okay, 4,000 will be set as we make that right hand turn from 5,000 above, and then we'll come down to 4. So passing 7,009 now as we get ready to come in. 029 it is already set and checked. We're coming in on the 248. Okay, which is also set. Turn off the engine anti-ices now, which can be set as we come in. Watercooler ISO, which will be on. There's a 248 switched over now for the Golf 25 Bravo, passing through 7,002. Hold the flaps up as we are at flaps up speed. As we start to send through 7,000 on for that right hand turn from Metro, which will be for the 149. Okay, so 149 is set now. We can get our seatbelts and no smoke back on, ready to go. Recall can be set, which is checked and set. De-ice is off now, passing for 12 degrees. Land altitude is checked for 350, which is for 301. Landing lights will be on below 10,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and get all of our landing lights on, which are set. Start switches can be set to continuous. As we descend through 5,009, so switch QNH is back over to 1011, which is set. As we descend now, we can let the speed brakes in. As we pass through 5,005, then we'll get ready to make that turnaround once you come down. So we've got 249, which is in. As we make that right hand turn, and then we'll set down on for the runway. So for our arrival 25 left onto the GNS Zulu. We've got a minimum setting, which is 200 for decision for the 562, which is also set cross check. We'll also brake set for number 3, come down flaps 30, which is going to be for our speed coming in.
1,000 to go.
161, 1,000 to go for 4,000 feet, which is set. Speed brakes in now, as we see the wind now coming in. Onto 149, and now we're going to take it down onto the 157. So we can come down here for our approach, check this out. Somebody has checked for 1011, which is set. We've got the GNS frequency, which is the 249, which is set. Courses for the GLS currently is the 21570, which is also set, and cross-check 21570 and the 21570, which is in. Currently now at 16 nautical miles out, which is hitting 4,000 feet, which is going to be mandatory. Coming round onto that right-hand turn, that would end up making onto the 249. Brake set for number 2, which is also checked. Engine start switches are continuous, and we'll get our landing flaps etc. all set, ready to come in for the lovely arrival. So what we can do now is bring the control column over and we'll drop down into a flaps 5. So as we go into that right hand turn, then we'll drop flaps 5 and get there. There's our flaps 5, which is set. Go ahead and put wipers on. There we go, which is also set. As we come in now, ready to go. So overhead panel looks all good. As we're ready to come in, 4,000 holding. As we're just waiting for the localizer to come round. So the localizer is now starting to move. Currently come down into a flaps 5. So there we go now onto the single channel. 249 is in, so I don't know why it's saying it's incorrect. Maybe I've got the 249 which is in, which is set. ISO is now coming to life, as we are now currently 13 DME now. 14 degrees, anti-ice is off and checked. So we're going to flaps 15 now, get out. As we break through the clouds. Decision height 200 feet, channel approach point 562, the MDA. So following the glide slope now, gears down 3 green, we can go into our landing checklist. So got the approach which has been armed with the price over line, which is gear down, flaps 15 are set, speed brake is armed, which is also set and checked. We can just set the altimeter down, 1011 on the reserve, which is also set and checked. Engine start switches are continuous, which are set, as we now get ready to run down onto the arrival. So what we can do, as we are now currently 10 miles out, we'll still hold down as we continue down on our descent. I'm not going to open up to flaps 30 just yet. The aircraft into 15, so we can keep our speed up down onto the runway. We're still just under 10 nautical miles out. Now there's a lovely glare of landing lights coming through the clouds as we burst through. Cabin crew, take your seats for tomorrow. set. After that, when we turn off lights, can now go on, which are checked. Landing gear is down, autopilot required and auto thrust. So we'll follow on down until we get a runway in sight, and then we can disconnect and come down, passing through 2003. For some reason, with new updates on the Z-boat, the aircraft was very, very relaxed on the ILS, so you can tell the amount of work that does go into the aircraft in terms of updates, and guys do an amazing job to bring that to us. So we're now passing down through now descending, so we are on profile on the glide slide, which is all set for us. As we now go down, passing 1007, there's a runway in sight, so what we can do is we can disconnect autopilot and disconnect auto throttle, and I have control of the aircraft. So we'll just realign ourselves as we come down. Inventory 1000 checked. Get left rudder into, so just roll it. Okay. So lift up now, wait for that 2 red, 2 white. There's a break and the wind is all over the place today. So now start to descend down. Don't come down too much, otherwise we'll lose the glide slope. Okay, so we just lift up a little. Get our speed. There we go. So have a great evening, and I'll see you for the next available flight on the channel. Take care for now, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.